Hey, can we hear me? Are we live? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? That sucked. I don't know what that was all about, guys. Windows doing the freaking. So here's the thing, guys. Literally, I had a bunch of updates in Microsoft 2024, like in the marketplace, or not, in the library rather. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and start updating some stuff. So I've been doing some updates for the last hour. I did a quick reboot. Everything seemed fine. And then now Windows decided to do a little reboot on me right when I was live. So it'll give me 2 seconds. We're cooking. We're coming back up right now. Sims booting. That was, of course, perfect timing. I wasn't even going to stream, so go figure. Last minute, try to get out. I thought this is going to be a record stream time here. Get everything set up in 10 minutes. Nope. Yeah, no picture yet. Hold on. Just let me... oh, I mean, you can see the picture here. Hey, what's going on? All right, so while we let this boot back up here real quick, let me tell you, yeah, we are flying up to Renton. It is PMDG 737 release day, so we're going to be flying up there. We're going to simulate taking some pilots from San Francisco, and we're going to fly up to Renton where the Boeing 73s are housed. Right now, it's low vis, heavy rain, actually some lightning in the area, so it could be a little spicy flight up there. We haven't flown the Citation X in a very long time, so hopefully I'll remember how to do most of the stuff. I did get it updated. There were some issues with Sim Update 4, but as long as you did the Sim Update 4 patch for the Citation X, it works just fine. You see your screens and everything like that. So that is the plan, and we're just going to let this sucker boot up here, and then we'll be ready to go. So is the 7.3 out yet? Is it out yet? Don't be ignoring my test from last night. Wrong side. Oh, my bad, dude. Shoot, did you text me? All right, I'll respond after the stream. But you live about 5 miles south of runway at Renton. It's nasty right now. Igloo-foo, fantastic. That's what we like to hear. We like nasty weather. Nasty weather, Citation 10. Should be a fun little flight up there. We're going to do 8-0 the whole way. And we can meet in Renton. Which fancy latte should I bring you? Ooh, you know what? I think it's release day. It's rainy. I think it's pumpkin, or not pumpkin. I think it's peppermint mocha day. I think it's peppermint mocha. McAllen, my man, what's going on? How to see you? How's the family doing? Dude, everyone is wildly ill, but they're actually getting a little bit better. Thanks for asking. Hold on real quick. What? Let me turn this off for a second. Why don't I have any... oh, I was like, why don't I have any Microsoft Sim sounds? Okay, there we go. I had the thing muted. Thanks for asking, McAllen. They're doing better today, but it's been a heck of a week, man. It has been an absolute treacherous week for the kiddos. But this morning there was progress and no fevers all the way around. So that's why we're out here going live now. So let me respond to wrong side here while this boots in real quick. And then we're going to fire up this Citation 10. Oh, looks like I loaded in too quick. I can't respond yet. Math, what's up, man? Just finished my CTP Sims. I'm off to Indoc this weekend. My training journey on the 175. Man, that is fantastic. Congratulations. Thank you for the 17 months of support. Enjoy the Indoc, man, and hope you have a wonderful experience on the 175. It's a great bird. It is a great bird. Real quick, I have to close a couple other Iveos and MD80. I'm going to close those so they're not running in the background. And then I'm also going to run this back. So I love historical weather. We're going to go back to, what time is it? 15? Let's do, I wanted to start the stream right there. 7:02 a.m. Beautiful historic weather. Ready to rock and roll. There she is. There's our bird. Let me get this going here. One more thing to get going. And then we're going live. Well, we are live, but we're going to go flying. AJ, thanks for $3 super chat. Renton has notified their employees no smoke breaks. Thanks for $3 super chat, AJ. No smoke breaks in Renton, my man. Indeed, indeed. Zippy, what new model? What new model? What's good? What are you talking about? I'm from Vancouver. We're 2 hours north, and weather is awful. Been terrible for the Pacific Northwest weather-wise for about a week. Yeah, I heard I've been seeing some crazy wind reports and everything like that too. So, we are. So, what is the status on it? Is it out yet? It should have been after 1700, right? Okay. I feel like we need to run the song again. Nope. We're good to go. Let's go ahead and let's get this airplane fired up. We're late. We got some 737s to pick up there in Renton. We'll go ahead and pop open this door here as well. Mitchell, what's up, man? Thanks for 2 months, or 2 years rather, 24 months, 2 years, Mitchell. Appreciate you. Look at this livery, guys. Isn't this livery just absolutely spicy? A little low fog and haze out here right now. The 737 is officially 16 minutes late. Maybe they had a Windows update right before the release, you know, just like this stream got all messed up. All right, everything looks good. We need to throw our flight bags in here. We're gonna open a cargo. That way we can get our flight bags in there if necessary. All right, let's go underneath here. We'll hop into the cockpit. We're gonna get her booted up right on APU power. I was watching your Starship stream, and there is a mod on Flight Sim that you can get rid of ground vehicles. There is? Okay, Michael J., if you can remind me later, I'm going to get that mod because I am really tired of ground vehicles for the sim. For sure, man. I would love to get rid of the ground vehicles. So, Cali Simmer, good to see you. We had out of nowhere wind gusts late last night. Crazy warm, knocked power out for about an hour. Really? Wow. Jeez. Kirby needs 737s, although he only flies NetJets. He never fly any charter service. Yeah, exactly. So maybe we've got Scott Kirby and a couple of the chief pilots on board. So let's go ahead and power this thing up. Let's see if I'm going to try to remember my citation stuff. Well, I'm not going to remember anything without a yoke connected, so let me connect the yoke. That's the last thing. Man, there's so much to set up for a stream, guys. I encourage anybody who thinks it's super easy to just be a content creator, man, try it. There's like 15 different apps I'm running, niche hardware problems. It's crazy. We're initializing the yoke. While that's initializing, we'll go standby power test light. I thought that was supposed to go green. Now it's red. Interesting. That should be illuminated red. Hopefully that crash didn't mess my... We'll flick this to on. That's illuminated red. There you go. Then with that illuminated, we'll throw these into... Oh, screwed it up. We'll throw these into align nav. Align nav. Got the align lights. Wonderful. And then we can power up the batteries. 1, battery 2. We'll power up the ICAS. And then we're going to get the APU cooking here. All right, yoke is now connected. All right, yoke is now connected. We're going to skip the GPU. Let's go right to the APU. So we'll power up the master switch on the APU, and then we'll click the fire test. And now we'll spin up the APU. I love the sounds on this airplane, man. This is really good sounds on this. I need to get a dedicated stream PC? Nah, I don't need one, man. Reference my mental F-bomb breakdown over sim hardware a while back. Wrong side. That was epic, dude. I do remember. I love it. That was great. The epic wrong side sim meltdown. F this, F that, F you. All right. So she's up and running. Let's go generator on. Verify APU amps. Should go all the way up and come back down to 100. Good, down to 100. Now we've got all our packs are open, but we can't run the bleed for another 2 minutes. So we're gonna just go ahead and get the avionics powered on. We'll get the pause inits going. Pause init. And we'll also get the nav light on. Finding my way around the old citation here. Let's go. Nope, anti-collision. We're going to go nav, passenger safety lights on, tail floods on because they're juice. That looks good. Panel lighting looks good. We do have the ATS model, auto throttle system. And before we do any loading, let's go ahead and take GPS pause, load, flight plan, and now I think we can do our sim brief import here. So, first and foremost, let's go to weights, and let's see if we have it. Import from SimBrief. We do. Okay, wonderful. So we got our weights from SimBrief. That's done. Let's go over to the config, make sure everything is set up. Throttle queue, we've done all this. Passengers, systems-wise, tiller rotation, smoothing, I don't need any of that. We're running CRTs. Separate tiller axis enable is what I wanted to put on. Units are all good. Sometimes this gets messed up when crashed out, but we're good now. All right. So, main door, luggage door is open. We're going to be boarding. Do we have Navigraph synced? Oh, let me sync Navigraph. Again, another thing to load up. Give me a second. Good thing the 7.3 has been delayed so we can catch up and get up there on time. 59 X-ray Bravo Delta Papa Yankee Whiskey. Allow. Flight FX. Hey, we're cooking. All right. Let's see if I remember how to do flight plan stuff. If I go to the SimBrief here, SimBrief ID, flight plan recall, request pending. Send it, please. Fixed EFBs are lazy. Every aircraft edge should take note on this EFB. You know what? I haven't flown this EFB vodka in a very long time, but I was messing with it earlier, and I do like it. I will say it allows you to move it around just enough. While that's recalling, we got to do our rotary test here, first flight of the day. So let's go ahead and get our smoke detect. Make sure that's that works. Smoke detect, landing gear, fire warning lights. That checks. Thrust reverse deployed. Unlock lights. That checks. Flap warning. Flaps fail. Windshield heat lights. Those check. Overspeed. FADEC fault. We got red lights on the PFDs. Stick shakers. Annunciator lights. There's our tapes and 8s. Christmas tree. Entire cockpit is lit up. That looks good. We'll throw you to off. And then why is request pending still? Huh. I already did that. Does it just take a while? Maybe I'll have to refile it. A couple other tests here. We're going to do our crossfeed, right hand tank, back to off, left hand, crossfeed open, close, beautiful. Boost pumps, they're both on and normal, but you can see they both shut off. Wonderful. We can set up the rest of our stuff here. ICAS system, PFD setup. We'll do a magic barrel ref. Fuel, hydraulic. That looks good. Electrical page, engine page, flight controls, 3.5 points slow, looking good. Okay, let's go ahead and throw the bleed air on. All right, bleed air is on. Let me try to refile this. Let me go edit flight. Is it because, wait, if you have a flight number, it messes with it, maybe? I think I remember something with that, right? If you have a flight number in the... What's going on? Why is it not bringing in our... Come on, man. Flight plan, Recall. Request pending. Well, I wonder if it's because the tail number? Can I make my own flight plan then? We'll have to do it the old school way. KSFO. Key not active. Apply on EFB for what? There's nothing to apply on the EFB. It's all in the FMC. Oh, come on, don't make me Alt F4 this and go right to the 7.3. I need to reinstall the plane? Carlito? Are you kidding me? Why would I need to reinstall the plane? Why would I need to reinstall the plane? What's the tail number? 13 Sierra Yankee? November 13 Sierra Yankee. Oh, no, I'm not worried about the weights, Bomb Tech. I'm worried about not being able to put a flight plan in. This is why you never rush streams. Yeah, she's cooked. She's cooked. Had the same issue, something did not install correctly. If I uninstall and reinstall it, it's gonna wipe everything that I have, isn't it? It's installed 1.39. I'm not gonna reinstall it. I'm gonna give it one more try. If not, we're just gonna load up a 737 then, because that's going to piss me off, and I'm never going to fly this airplane again. Last time. Where were we? Right over here? Last chance. Last chance, Flight FX, and then you're going to be dead to me. Last chance. I can't even enter it manually, Vodka. I was looking forward to the Citation X. They need some more patience, V1. No, I don't have patience for silly things like that. It's one thing if it wouldn't let me, import it, but let me do it manually. But it's my my whole FMC is borked. It's just everything says key not active. All right, let's enter it up manual. Let's just go ground config and give me the ground power right now. Something may not be right because this test light should be green here. Standby power on, and then you go emergency light. That should be red. Align nav. Battery 1, battery 2. ICAS. And we'll give it a second, and then we'll go external power. Alright, external power is connected. And let's go ahead and get the avionics on. Pausing it. This is what happens when you don't take the longitude? What if I just load from last position? See how it goes SFS? I don't even know what that is. Alright, I guess we'll have to load it manually. Alright. We'll load it manually. No, I'm not clearing WASM folder. That's a dev problem. Let's load it manually. We're good. We saved it. We're still going to get to our NG. We're still going to get there. All right, we're on the truckin' two. So I'm gonna go nav, departure, SFO, runway 1 the left. Old school, truckin' 2, out to Grateful. All right, from Grateful, Machu, Mike Alpha Charlie Hotel Uniform. After Machu, Hisku, Hisku. Quebec 5. Oh man, I don't remember how to do. Airways. No, I gotta go to next page. Oh, I forget how to do airways. Let's put the destination in of Renton. Quebec 5 to mine. I think you put the whole thing in. Quebec 5, 9, M-I-N-N-E. Oop, E. There we go. I guess it's only one fix anyway. Direct Uniform Bravo Golf. Which is going to be which one? Bagotville or Newburgh? Let's hope it's Newburgh. From Newburgh, OLM 2, Renton 3-4. So nav, arrival, runway 3-4, RNAV 3-4, vectors. We're coming down the OLM 2 from Uniform Bravo Golf. Activate. All right, wonderful. Hey, Chief, we're late. We're late. So let's go ahead and get everything fired up. Well, we already simulated doing our rotary test. Let's go ahead and get everything else cooking. Fire test APU, checks. APU start. Let's get the pass safety lights, nav lights on, tail floods on. APU is coming to life. Let's go ahead and load our weight and balance. Import from SimBrief. All right, and then we hit apply. That is done. APU's coming to life. Next page, 380 max speed. That's what we're going to keep it at today. Max speed 180, and it cruise is 370. So we could throw that up top. And it cruise 370. And good thing I have a first officer because we're going to get him to get the clearance right now. 370. Let's go. Get
November 877 Sierra Delta on our way to Renton Moon.
Whoa, where's the audio panel?
Air Canada 738 San Francisco clearance cleared to Toronto Pearson Airport. Night 4 departure, Orca transition, then is filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 120.
That was way too loud. All right, next page. Passengers, basic empty weight, sync EFB weights. There we go. We've got 9 passengers, so we've got 3 sets of pilots, and then we've got 3 management on board for Boeing. That checks out. Perf init 39470, 122 en route. 594 total miles. Takeoff, 1 left. I'm gonna get our clearance here, and then we'll see. That's
Squawk 5724, November 877 Sierra Delta.
November 877 Sierra Delta. Read back correct. Contact ground 121.8 when ready for starter taxi.
All right, we will do that.
1.8 when ready for start or taxi, November 877 Sierra Delta.
What runway? 1 left as planned. Okay,
Skywest
so
3349, runway 1 left taxi via Alpha Mike.
Runway 1 left taxi via Alpha Mike, Skywest 3349.
let's confirm takeoff. 1 left. Perf data. Takeoff. Next page, we are going to run wet numbers. Flaps 15, anti-ice off. Confirm init. There's our speeds, 23, 26, 31. Did you update and then also install Stupid Way Marketplace? Yeah, update down. Yeah, I did it wrong the first time, Touch Company. I actually updated it, and then I noticed that the lights didn't work. So then I had to do. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I did it the proper way, but I had to do it the second time.
Air Canada 738, runway 1 right taxi via Alpha, Mike 1, Alpha 2, Alpha 1, hold short, runway 1 left.
All right.
Runway 1 right via Alpha, Mike 1,
Standby
Alpha 2,
lights.
Alpha 1, hold short, runway 1 left, Air Canada 738.
All right, so we're all going to go. 370 is set. Magic Barrow ref is set. We're going off of runway
Skywest 3349, contact San Francisco.
1
Tower
left.
20.5.
Over to Tower
So
1, 20.5, Skywest 3349. Have a good one.
TSF might be easier to use the other.
United 1403, gate Delta 8 taxi via Tango, hold short, runway 28 left.
10-9.
Over to gate Delta 8 taxi via Tango, hold short, runway 28 left, United 1403.
All right, that's us right there. Wonderful. Let's get you out of the way. I think we are pretty much ready to go. Let's close the door. All right, everything is good out here, so we'll close the door. And I got to do that from over here. We'll disconnect the GPU. Where is the door closer? There it is. Did you hear DFW by any builds? I did, man. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. All right. Oop. They're requesting to keep the cockpit doors open for this flight. All right, runway 1 left. We'll taxi out there.
At ramp 215, request pushback.
What is the SID on this? Trucking.
Jet share 932, San Francisco ground, pushback approved, face southwest.
All right, trucking to initial altitude is flight level 190 actually. So let's run that back down. Flight level 190. All right, TO is set. We're going to runway 1 left. Let's go ahead and start them up and get out of here.
November 877 Sierra Delta at ramp 213, request pushback.
November 877 Sierra Delta, San Francisco ground, hold position for traffic.
Okay.
Position for traffic, November 877
Well, that means we're going to
Sierra
start them
Delta.
up. Anyway, I thought there was a standby light up here. I can't remember where that switch is. All right, let's go ahead and we're getting all clear from down below. Let's go ahead and do a disconnect. Of the ground power. And now let's go ahead and crank them up. We need bleed pressure.
Air Canada 738, cross runway 1, left at Mike 1, continue taxi via Mike 1, Alpha 2, Alpha Alpha 1.
Oh,
Runway 1 left at Mike 1.
I love it.
Continue taxi via Mike 1, Alpha 2, Alpha, Alpha 1, Air Canada 738.
I'm always wondering what model FFX use. It annoys me the IFSDs aren't illuminated. I know, Jake Bunny, right? I flew the birds for about a decade, and I had to do some old photos to make sure I wasn't crazy. Really. Nice, Jake.
Canada 738.
Yeah, I swear I was able to illuminate these before.
Jet share 932, taxi for departure.
Starting 2. Generators stay on in the Citation 10.
Jet share 932, runway 1, left taxi via Charlie.
At least the videos I watched. There's ignition.
Mike, hold short.
We'll watch this one from inside. Turbines on the rise.
Runway 1 left taxi via Charlie, Echo, Bravo, Foxtrot,
APU gen off light.
Alpha, Mike,
ITT's on the rise. We're looking good.
Alaska 1361, gate Delta 3, request pushback. and
Man,
engine
busy
start.
day here in SFO, isn't it? All right, 2 good starts. Ignitions, generators are all set. We'll go ahead and get pitot heats. Wing lights can stay off. Windshield on. Engine stab can stay off for right now. Anti-skid is in norm.
Delta, San Francisco ground, pushback and engine start approved. Base southwest.
Pushback approved. Base southwest.
All right, we got our bleed power. Everything is set up here as well. Cabin altitude. It's auto in this, right? No, we're going up to 37 initially. There we go. Rate knobs at 10 o'clock. Cool. All right. We're ready. We're doing flaps 15.
7 Sierra Delta, request taxi to the active.
So 5:15.
November 877 Sierra Delta, runway 1 left taxi via Charlie Echo. Hold short, runway 28 right.
Oh wow, you know what's interesting is when my my throttle cam died during all of that, huh?
Skywest 5287, gate Delta 14 taxi via Tango. Hold short, runway 28 left. Gate Delta 14 taxi via Tango. Hold short, runway 28
Well,
left.
no
Skywest
throttle cam.
5287.
All right. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened there. The camera's on, but it's not registering. Something got cooked.
Runway 28 right at Echo. Continue taxi via Charlie.
All right, 1 left, Charlie Echo, 28 right.
Cross 28 right at Echo. Continue via Charlie Echo. Hold short runway 28 right. Jet share 932.
All right, Charlie Echo.
Alaska 1361, taxi for departure.
Alaska 1361,
Hold short, 28 right.
left taxi
Cool.
via Alpha. Foxtrot 1.
Charlie Echo, hold short, 28 right. Taxi lights coming on.
Runway 28 left via Alpha. Foxtrot
Brakes
1,
released.
Foxtrot. Hold
Let's
short
go.
runway 1 left, Alaska 1361.
Rip throttle cam. I may have to replug it. The camera shows that it's on.
At gate Echo 10 Victor. Request pushback.
United 1982.
All right, so what do we got? APU gen off, normal, no takeoff. That's because our trim. We're going to set that right now.
Start approved. Face northwest, United 1982.
That's trim in motion. All right, APU's on. Valve open, left, right, normal. Okay, so we're running APU bleed for air conditioning, but we're on engine gen. So I guess, I don't know, that Citation 10 guy that was just in the chat, did you guys leave your APU on? Was that pretty normal? When I was watching some videos of guys flying them, I saw a lot of videos where they would leave the APU running until, what, 18,000 feet or something like that? All right, let's do a flight controls check.
Cross runway 1 left at Foxtrot
Flaps 15 is set, APU is running.
runway 1 right.
We need to find our way
Foxtrot 1, continue via
out of the
Foxtrot 1.
ramp here.
Short runway 1 right, Alaska 1361.
We got some cones we need to cross. I've always flown with the APU on, yeah. Why, when would it be necessary to perform APU takeoff if the X has engine powerful to push 9.2? Well, I think that's why. Because if you have, that's how it gets so much power. You're not using any bleed power from the engines. I mean, you can. You won't get an alert if you shut the APU down.
Cross runway 28 right at Echo.
That's what it is, 310. Thanks, T-Tut. Yeah, it's 310. It needs to be turned up by 310, but it said APU will help on departure. And that's what I saw when I was, I can't remember. There was one guy that Flight FX was, they were working with for the Citation 10, and in his videos, it was pretty much every time they had the APU run, and they'd shut it off at 31,000 feet.
Continue taxi via Foxtrot 1, Foxtrot, Alaska.
All right, Charlie Echo, hold short, 28 right. We're pretty much good to go now, right? There's no takeoff config switch, is there? I'm so rusty in this thing.
United 1982, runway 1 right taxi via Alpha, Mike 1.
All right, trims are set, flaps are set. ICAS looks normal, except the standby instruments. I swear
Alpha 2, Alpha 1. Hold short.
I should be able to brighten those up. What about floodlights? No, No? Center of pedestal? I think, you know what? Here it is. Emergency, but it just seems so dim. Can we arm nav? LNav is armed. Take 28 right at Echo. I think we're going, no, we're going to runway 1 left for departure. They're blasting off 1 left. Blasting off 1 left. All right, guys, I'm finally catching up. Sorry about that. That was a really hectic stream crash, PC reset. Airplane didn't want to work. All right, we're finally back at it. We're finally back at it. Can't see a need for it? What? Oh. Talking about someone else. We got terrain mode on, which we'll keep on for now. Once we get airborne, we'll then throw the weather radar on. Matter of fact, MFD setup, traffic. Is this Echo? This is Echo right here. Let's report holding short.
November 877 Sierra Delta, holding short 28 right.
November 877 Sierra Delta, hold short of 28 right. I'll call you back.
All right.
Wilco, hold short of 2, 8 right for traffic. November 877 Sierra Delta.
Oh, that's why.
Alaska 1361, contact San Francisco Tower 12.
Haven't flown NASCAR in a while, but I remember him from my childhood obsession. This looks awful.
Alaska 1361.
Oh, haven't followed NASCAR in a while. I don't know what you're talking about. Now it's time to turn over to our tamed V1 pilot. Some say that he only knows facts about ducks, and both of them are wrong. Captain, where we're going? Our scheduled Boeing delivery was at noon. Rip Biffle.
Alaska 1155, gate Delta 8, taxi via Tango, hold short runway 28.
Oh, Greg Biffle's planes. Oh, I got you, Mom Tech.
Gate Delta 8 via Tango. Hold short runway 28 left. Alaska 1155.
So is it out yet? Wait, a 550 crashed this morning? Owned by a NASCAR driver? By Greg Biffle. Oh, I thought you were talking about Barry Biffle. A 550 crash this morning? That's not good. That's really not good. Fatal? Least tail. I guess it was. Wow. His whole family was on board? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, man. That is awful. Where at? What airport? Outside of Charlotte. Oh no, man. That is awful. Well, get some prayers out to everyone involved in that, because that's going to be... That's horrendous. Why are we still holding short here, though? I'll give them another minute, then I'm going to cross on my own. Oh, I think it's because that Alaska over there. Multiple fatalities confirmed. Oh, man.
United 1982, cross runway 1 left at Mike 1. Continue taxi via Mike 1, Alpha 2, Alpha, Alpha 1.
Cross runway 1 left at Mike 1. Continue taxi via Mike 1. Alpha 2. Alpha, Alpha 1. United 1982.
Alright, free control, flaps, slat lever, rudder flaps, check speed brakes, check stowed, aligned, ICAS, check all, uncaged,
United 1982, contact San Francisco
anti-ice
Tower
pressurization,
120.5.
outsail norm, advisory light, safety, seatbelt short, harness, taxi, exterior brakes, parking brake, brakes, nose wheel, thrust reversers, check stowed, flight instruments before takeoff. Anti-ice system checks. We're not worried about that. Trim set for takeoff. Flap slats. Speed brakes tracted. Yeah, dampener. Mock trim check on. Wait, you take off with the yaw damper on? Radar, transponder, TARA. Heato heats are on. Exterior lights, ICAS check. I guess, wait, really? Oh, it was on. Yeah, yaw damper is on. Yeah, alright. Alright, I'm crossing. We're clear left. I'm not waiting anymore. I think what's happened, there's a traffic jam up there. These guys. The jet had engine trouble upon takeoff and was coming back around, crashed on landing. Oh no, so they're super heavy probably. Well, not super heavy, but if they just took off, need to do an air return. How's it going? Oh, Miss V1 in the house. It's been a rough start, as usual. Had the stream ready to go. Everything crashed. Had to reset. Reloaded in. Didn't work. Had to reset again. Yeah, this guy's stuck on the runway over here. Alright, we'll cross one left, one right. We'll contact tower. We're going to go Bravo all the way to runway one left.
1982, contact NorCal departure.
Contact NorCal departure, United 1982. Take care.
Alright, we'll spin it around. Alright, I know where we're going from here. As far as the SID is concerned, trucking, climbing out nav, we're done, we don't need you. 190 is set. Alright. Make our way over there. This is beyond ATC. BATC. We'll take the outer cut across here.
San Francisco Tower, SkyWest 5617, ILS runway 28 left.
There's an ACEL light on.
5617, San Francisco Tower, continue. Roger, SkyWest 5617.
November 877 Sierra Delta, ready for departure, runway 1 left.
What happened to 7-3? We're going to pick it up right now.
San Francisco Tower, wind 205 at 4, RNAV to tidy, runway 1 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 1 left, RNF to tidy, cleared for takeoff, November 877 Sierra Delta.
Alright, we are good to go. I'm actually going to put you into ground right hand position. I can't remember what position that switch goes into. Yep. Alright, he's cleared us for takeoff. We're good to go. We'll take the intersection up here. Alright, CAS is clear. APU's running. Gens are off. We are looking good. Maybe it'll be released when they pick it up. That would be awesome. ATS is off for now. That's fine. We'll worry about that once we're airborne. And, Mr. Scott Kirby, we are number 1 for takeoff. Please be seated. Right, we'll do a rolling takeoff. That was always my favorite thing to do when I flew corporate. Make the boss feel like he's number 1, right? Listen to the wheel sound spooling them up. Alright, we got FADEX. We'll run up the carrots. Takeoff power set. Airspeed's alive. 80. V1, rotate. Oh, this thing is so fun to fly. So smooth, too. Positive rate, gear up, fly with. I love the Citation 10, man. What a beauty. All right, 400 feet. VTO.
November 877 Sierra Delta, reset transponder, squawk 5724.
I can't do that right now.
Box, November 877 Sierra Delta.
Climb thrust. Why didn't you cycle over? I think we do have box problems. We have box problems today.
On the go. Fly runway heading. Maintain 1,800 feet. Skywest 5617.
Flaps up.
Skywest 5617. Contact NorCal approach 13 for .5. Talk to you in a minute.
Why are we having box
Contact NorCal
problems?
approach 134.5. Skywest 5617.
Citation X is dead to me. I get you, man. I'm right there with you. All right, let's go heading. Heading select. Keep flying the bird here.
San Francisco Tower.
Accelerating 250.
ILS runway 28 left.
Beautiful breakout.
Skywest 4724. San Francisco Tower. Continue.
All right, after takeoff checklist. Gear, flaps, throttles, climb, anti-ice as required, sync as desired, pressurization, advisory lights, altimeters, APU prior to 310 will get you. All right. We're trimmed out good here. Let's go. Oh, don't be giving me all kinds of issues now, Mr. Citation X. Don't you be playing games with me now. Oh, no, sir. Hold on, hold on. I wonder if... Let's come left here. We need to lower the nose. At 10,000 feet, we're going to get you, you, and you. Let's get flying this way. Looking for 300 here on the climb out. Now, I remember
San Francisco Tower, Frontier
we had this before
ILS runway 28 right.
where it wouldn't connect, but it wasn't the yoke. I already tried that. I tried disconnecting the Bruner just to make sure.
Heading maintain 1,800.
On the go. Fly runway heading. Maintain 1,800. Skywest 4720.
Switch over to center. There was something that we were doing that was causing it to... Let's check our controls. Assigned. Yep. Autopilot off. It needs to be this button. Yep. Because my 3 button is hot. See? Ladies and gentlemen, see? No rage. No rage mode. I want to know why we are accelerating that fast. Let's go ahead and get that vertical speed down here. Alright. See? We're good. We're good. You were going to make me hand fly the whole thing? No, Chief. Alright. Now I need to figure out what's going on with the box here. I want to go direct to grateful. So direct, grateful, nothing. We're going to fly this whole flight in heading mode. You know what, Aaron? Sim Update 4 reset a lot of my bindings as well. All right, we're going to get up here to 300 knots, and then we're going to go into flight level change. All right, train traffic, that looks good. PFD setup. I like single queue. That's fine. Okay. Why do we have our FMS stuck? Alright, here comes flight level change. V flight level change. 300 knots. We're climb thrust. Everything else is looking fine. APU is on. Everything's good. Everything's good. We're troubleshooting. We're troubleshooting en route here. So if we're both on FMS 1. Oh, let's go ahead and keep climbing. We're going to take you all the way up to 370 initially. And since we are late and Mr. Kirby is upset that we're going to be late picking up his 737, can I increase... I forget how to do my... Oh, we need to go manage speed, right? Managed, and we're going to run that up to help Mr. Scott Kirby get to Renton faster. We're going to use go home power today. Don't descend. Will it actually descend? No, good. Let's do 330 in the climb out. Heck, screw it. Let's do 340 in the climb out. We're Citation 10. Yep, thank you, Iglufu. I'm going to get the ATS running here in a minute. What I need to figure out is why my box is stuck. Can't delete that. Direct grateful. Grateful to Machu should be active. Troubleshooting. Well, no, I know I can't go to nav, but you guys see here, it's going to nav me somewhere I don't want to go. That's it's taking me to the departure waypoint. It's stuck at the 500-foot turn on the SID. No, trust me. I know chat knows everything about aviation, but the FMS is stuck on the 520-foot turn there on the truck and departure. So I'm trying to, like, you see this unless number 2. You see how this one is not? Let's try this. Let's go from the second box. Let's go to the one after grateful. Let's go to direct HISCU. Direct HISCU.
Southwest 2652, contact Oakland Center 127.45.
Contact Oakland Center 127.45, Southwest 2652.
No. See, can I clear? I can't delete that. I don't want to direct to that. We might be stuck in heading mode. Go 380. I'm gonna get back in heading mode. We're gonna come to the right a little bit. Curious, do you run turbulence? You know what, Flight Gamer? I need to actually check that. Panel above PFD for accurate. Oh, it's just you want to switch sources. Let's see. So you're right. Let's switch to a different nav source. Well, that's a bearing pointer. Hold on. Nav VOR1, VOR2, FMS1, FMS2. You see, they're both stuck at the 520-foot turn. It's almost like our flight plan is just borked completely. I wonder what would happen if I tried to import the flight plan from SimBrief right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, or I wonder if putting in the airway manually confused it. Let me go Prague. I need to see altitude. We can go up to 39 right now, so let's go ahead and set 390. I think, guys, I think there's something borked with the box from the get-go. All right, we're getting ready to go above 26, so let's just kill the APU now. So we'll go APU bleed off. The gen is already off, and let's go ahead and go APU start switch to stop. APU is going to spool down. Cast message extinguishes. We'll let it spool down, and then we'll turn off the master switch. Now, my problem is there's only an RNAV. There's only an RNAV to 3-4. I need a wind check. Can somebody get me a wind check at Renton? Because we may have to fly raw data. I'm pretty sure the VOR needles are going to be fine. Let's go ahead and try that. Make sure we have base VOR. Let's go to our nav map here. Let's go to Flight Planner. And let's just give ourselves map settings, maps. Oh, we don't have navigation. Wind check at Renton, 180 at 3, 10 miles, rain mist. Okay, good. All right, so winds are fine. I need a frequency to tune in here real quick. Let me look at let me pull out Sky Vector. This will be interesting if we can get this. Hold on, real quick. Yeah, let's see if we can tune in Red Bluff at 15.7. I gotta remember how to do this. Nav 1. 15. Nope. 15.7. Man, I haven't seen these in a while. All right, 15.7. Yep. All right, good. So we've got. All right, I've got an idea. I promise I'm not trying to be that guy, but Direct 2 and the box in general is working for me. Did you direct page for Direct 2? I did, Flight Sim guy. I did. Multiple times. So direct. But see, it doesn't matter where I go. Or if I bring tide to the top. Let's go ahead and bring, where are we at now? Machu. Let's bring Machu to the top, right? Machu's should be current. FMS source is still stuck on 520, the 520-foot turn on the trucking. So I know you guys don't believe me, but look at the trucking departure here. This is in the box off runway 1. What does that say? It climbed to 520. So it programmed a 520-foot turn there. That's your turn out to tide. The FMS is locked on that. I can't get it out of that sequence. Can't stick around, want to hit the like button and say hi. Delta Tango, my man. Hope you enjoy the 7.3NG later today. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate you. So, yeah, the box is cooked. So, that's okay. We're going to improvise, adapt, and overcome. So what we're going to do now is I want to see, I'm going to load, I hate to do this because it's going to lag out, but I'm going to load Navigraph in this box here. See, we get a little stutter out there. But that's okay. I don't care about Jet VFR Europe. I want to unload, and I want to import this flight. What we're going to do, we're going to have to come up with a new flight plan on the fly here with old school VOR Airways. So we need to change this to IFR high, hide this, and if I go back to nav 1, My goodness, where's the course line? I don't even remember. I don't even remember how to move the course line. Oh, it's down here on the on this thing. Oh my goodness. Please tell me I can move course with my Bravo. Let's see. That's heading. Yes, we can move course line. Look at that. All right, wonderful. Now we're overspeeding. That's all right. If you're not clacking, you're slacking. Let's keep coming back. Let's come 310 now. Don't steal my thing. Try this plan. Snafu, AFO, GTFO, TGIF. Aviation, dude, I tried both, man. Tried both FMSs. You should be able to manually input it in FMS even though it's cooked. Might make it easier. Divert to Ukiah? No, I want to do this. So, where did we say we're going to? Where's my flight plan? Red Bluff. Alright, Red Bluff. And then we're going to go to Klamath Falls. And then we're going to go to Battleground. Alright. RBL, LMT, and BTG. Alright. And we're going to add waypoint. RBL. Red Bluff. Add waypoint. LMT, did we say? Klamath Falls. Add. And then add waypoint BTG. Battleground. VORs. Add. Now, if we can close that. Here's Red Bluff. We're approaching it. Let's go to nav. VOR nav. Back to 300 for... All right, look at that. We're turning. Oh, no standards. You're right. STDs. STDs set. Thank you. All right, RBL. Klamath Falls is... What freak are you? You're going to be 115.9. So let's get 115.9 ready to go. We can actually put 115.9 active. Look at this. Look at this. From Klamath Falls, Battleground. 116.6, so 16.6 will be standby nav 2. Look at that. All right. Beautiful. It's like nothing ever happened. Passengers don't even know what's going on in the back. All right, we're riding that. We're doing 9-1 Mach. I freaking love it. Hopefully we don't run out of fuel. You ever fly the E-Jets? I used to. I haven't flown them in a while. I heard that they have the V-Nav coming very soon. Oh, look at that. What a beautiful view. All right, as we get ready to level, I'm actually going to activate the ATS. And we're going to keep it in managed speed. So ATS is active. And once we level off, we'll be good to go. Now let's see if we can mess with this some more. Can I put in my own waypoints? Nope. What if I direct RBL? No. Can I delete Hiscu? Well, now I can delete Hiscu. Why do I have 500 Hiscus in here? I think the airway. I think that airway cooked it, guys. I think the airway, the manual airway import, cooked this whole box. So I'm going to delete everything. And here the throttle's coming back. That's good. These are all part of the RNAV. And we can't delete that. Alright, can't delete that. But see, it still has the 2 waypoint 520-foot turn. What if I get rid of it? There we go. Now I've synced it. I had to put a different SID in there. Look at that. Now it's working. It got working. New OC3 just got pushed. Oh man, we got to keep going. We've got our box back. At least one of them. So I had to change the SID and it unlocked it from that fix. All right, let's take a look at our prog. How high can we get right now? Isn't there a way? Oh, init ref. I always forget how to do this. Pause init. No, nav. Perf init. I don't think we can get to 41 right now, can we? There's no like recommended. All right, so PMDG OC3 released. Nice, Joel. Nice. Flight 410 just happens. We're in roll mode because we went over the top of the VOR. That's okay. I'm going to leave it in roll mode. Let's flip the... Can I get 15.9 active? I can. I'll go nav to you. And let's get half bank on.
Alaska 1344, climbing 1313,000 for
Which it is.
16,000.
All right. Sim update issues. Yeah, I think this airplane got a little bit wonky, man. That's unfortunate. All right, arrival. Let's flip this around. Runway 1. There's only RNAVs. Zulu 16 vectors. OLM2. Let's take it off of Battleground since that's our new flight plan. All right. So Battleground. And before Battleground, I want to put LMT, Klamath Falls. That's what we're naving to right now. Klamath Falls. And we're going to delete Red Bluff. LMT Battleground. So now let's go direct LMT. No, it's still not right. We still have Machu in here. Yeah, that's still borked. Still borked. The 738 is back up on the store page now. It's still 375 mil. Uh-oh. All right, we're doing it old school ways. Yeah, it's cooked. This box is cooked. So we're just going to leave progress page up. And let's sneak up to 40 to 41. So altitude. You'd think they use Boeing list prices? Let's get there. We can't turn back. 410. Let's do BE flight level change. want 250. Don't dump all my speed. 280. I'm ready for chase plane. Is that tomorrow? That just means the 737 part of the stream is going to be flawless. I hope so, AFO. Once upon a time, they listed it for $5 million and someone bought it. Jeez. Maybe that's how they got a Falcon 50. That covered maybe one engine repair. The first time I used the C750 or sim update 4, I had this issue, closed the sim, restart, haven't had a problem since past 20 flights. I think it just needs a reinstall, maybe, because I did the reinstall for the update, but I guess it just needs to be fully uninstalled and wiped. Oh, I forgot. Here's our cheat spots right here. Heading altitude CDI. Heading sync. All right. Here comes 1,000 to level off. Chase planes tomorrow, wrong side. Ooh, now I have time. I can text wrong side back. How are we looking on our... yeah, we're deviating slightly to the right. Man, there's some weather up there, that's for sure. After chase plane tomorrow on the 7-3 today, I'll finally jump back into 24 Cali Simmer. What's your first flight going to be? Renton to LAX? Private jet? Yeah, Bearded, we were talking about that, man. Prayers for everyone involved for sure. Have I put in the correct squawk code yet? No, I have not. No, I have not. This is what happens when you fly Boeing for a week. And I haven't flown this in forever. But I'm not even going to contact. I'm not even going to contact Center because we're going to be on a different flight plan. So let's come back 270 here. Another 500 feet. How's our fuel burn up here? That was a aggressive level off. And we should put you in the cruise detent. Burning 1,000 aside, 1,100 aside. 71 miles out, 90 Mach. Oh, that looks great down there. Look at that. Customers who own the Microsoft 2020 version of this product will receive 60% discount. All right. Golly, that's a beautiful looking bird. Are the Boer sounds better than new PMDG sounds? I don't know. Shakovic, I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be completely satisfied with the default sounds now. They've put a lot of work into the sound set, and it really shows, man. The default sounds are pretty dang good. We've been flying it all week. Even the refined, they've changed it a couple times. They've messed with the flap sounds a couple times, but the last version that we had yesterday flew great, man. It really flew great. It sounded great. So I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be content with it. However, there's still going to be those that are going to want to be a little bit more. You know, you get the more enhanced stuff with Boers for sure. Like you get, I feel like the engines spool up. You get that whooshing sound a little bit more on the Boers pack. And then you get other things like, you know, jump seat sounds, rattling windows. When the camera's on the, you know, when you're sitting next to the window, you can hear that vibrating. What else you got in there? You got the bag shifting in the overhead. So it's I think it's best of both worlds, man. If you got Boris already, I don't know if he's going to charge for an update or not. It'll probably take him a little time after it releases to get his hands on it and start getting an update for it. But I can assure you, even without Boris today, I can assure you you're going to fully enjoy the NG because it's just a beautiful bird, man. It's flying great. It sounds good. And is it out yet? It only need to pay. It's still listed for 150 mil. I wonder if they're doing a final update. Maybe they're working on cabin lights. Where's my Pacific North? Where's Digital Merc at when you need him? What mountain is that? It's 375 mil. Pay 3. Can you do AJ? Can you do what is that? Pay now, pay later, or buy now, pay later? I'm pretty sure they're enjoying the trolling. Chris is over the trolling. He says, "Can they stop messing around and just release the 737 at actual price already?" It's getting stupid. Maybe they sold out. Server fried itself. I don't know. You just broke your F5 key and you're cooked now, man. You can use Venmo. It allows you to add it to your cart. Jeez. When you pick up your new 800NG, what plane livery will it be in? Home airport you're good to go to in the sim. Man, swim and climb. I don't know if Al Ayubi is around, but he did the Astrojet livery in 2020. I just want him to update it. If I can get a bare metal livery, I don't care who does it, just a bare metal livery today, that's what I want to fly. We will do a 7.3 stream after this stream, probably a little bit later. I want to say maybe around 2 o'clock or so. And we're going to do we'll take it out of Renton, and maybe we'll fly down to SFO or something. But I want to there's some things I want to test that I've been studying last night. So there's a couple of things the 7.3 does, like auto slats. And there's actually auto generator switching in certain condition. There is a stab trim condition override that I want to test. So there are some things I want to test. So we're going to take off out of Renton later in the 7.3. We'll do some flight tests, and then we'll take it into, I haven't picked a destination yet, but go further south to SBPP. Ooh, maybe. We'll do a stall test. Yeah, we'll do a stall test. But yeah, it'll be a nice little flight. All right, after LMT, let's see if we're picking up the far one. Let's go 16.6. I want to use the. Can I put FO nav? Oh, they're all linked. I didn't know they're all linked. You can't separate nav sources. Oh, nav 1, LMT, and then we're at 15.9. 16.6 is what we're looking for. So we can put bearing pointer on VOR 2. That's VOR 1. Go back to nav. All right, VOR nav 28 miles out. After Klamath Falls, let's just verify here. It is BTG, right? Yeah, there is some radar. LMT, BTG. Let me just verify the freak. Yeah, 16.6. So we've got the VOR2 pointer ready. Let's see, after we cross over Klamath Falls, we want to take approximately 333, that's easy to remember, 333 on the course line. So I'm going to set my heading to 333. About 22 miles. Guys, look at this Citation 10. I'm gonna have to reinstall it, and we're gonna give this airplane a second chance later. We're gonna take it up into Canada. There's a cool little airport I found right next to Banff, and we're gonna go on a little vacation, a little snowcation. Oh, in real life, is it fully painted? Swim and climb, yes. Yes, they are fully painted, and they run delivery flights. Matter of fact, when I was in in-dock training a couple weeks ago, they had a delivery show up from Boeing Field, actually. So I think they take them. I don't know exactly how it works for Boeing. I don't know if they go from Renton to BFI, do some final touch-ups, and then send them down. But whenever you get a new delivery, you take it into your main HQ, or a base that you have heavy maintenance at, so then you can start doing your own placards, because you'll get the airplane painted and all the configuration will be there, but you're going to need to do all your other things like placards and seat cards and all that stuff. So you're going to have to get all your company specific material in the aircraft before it goes to the line. But I don't think there's a sexier looking Citation than the Citation 10. That is one sweet looking bird, man. Need a snowcation with the Christmas forecast? Exactly, AFO. I like that. The upgrade fees for PMDG will be $28 to $30, as they mentioned, 60% discount for 2020 on their website. Nice. Brady Sears auto slats is for a stalling condition. So basically, it's like stall protection to an extent. So on Airbus speak, you have protections and stabilities. Protections can be, oh gosh, I forget. Protections can be overridden? No, stabilities can be overridden? I can't remember. I need an Airbus guy to answer the question. But it will help you not stall it, but if you continue to pull back, you will stall. BFI also has a paint hanger and do some interior install work there. Ah, okay. You've been flying the socks off the 10 miles to Budapest? I mean, I know when it first came out, I really enjoyed it, man. We took it all over. We did some great flights, and we're going to get back into it. I think I just need to do a full reinstall. And it's either the reinstall that I need to do. There's our to from flip. We're going to set 333 outbound. Or something got borked with the SimBrief import, and then from there, we just had more problems. So I'll do a full reinstall, get it working. I know it works. People have been flying it. It's obviously not working for me. I think it has something to do with just sim update 4 needing a clean install. All right, we're going to spin our heading bow here real slowly. All right, we are entering the storm up here. Look at this. Look at this is a great, if I look on the flight tracker, vertical stream, we are flying directly to the main area of precipitation, and you can see no vertical clouds, vertical developing clouds. Look at that. That is great. Now I got to remember how to turn on the weather radar. So MFD setup. Vertical profile is pretty much dead to me. I don't really need it since it's not working. I like XY. Where is L radar panel? L radar right here. So weather on. Gain doesn't work. Weather off. WX off. Now how do I get it on the display? Over here. PFD weather. MFD weather. Yes, yes. Look, hey, we're remembering this Pro Line 21 stuff. Wow, that's solid red. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Let's center up the needle here. If your company flies the MAX, are they also putting you in for differences training? Brady Sears, yeah. So we're responsible for knowing the MAX differences out of the gate. There is an extra sim session, and there's actually a handful of computer-based training aids extra that have to be accomplished for the MAX as well. So yes, and I am looking forward to taking up the iFly again, just to kind of, when we start, I'm a little bit more confident with the NG. I'm getting pretty confident with our flows and stuff in the NG now. So it may be time to start trickling in some MAX streams to get the additional checks. And the panel's different, right? So it's nothing crazy different, but it's different enough to where I got to know, okay, on the MAX I do this versus on the NG we do this. Do you know if you get the PMDG MAX training aid? That I do not know, Diabetic Lad. That I do not know. You suspect the plane is delayed another week? I don't think that's the case. Look at this though. This is why I like being in a Citation 10 410 above the weather. Sick. I know there's a lot of hype on the 7.3 right now, as there should be, but if you want to see more Citation 10 stuff this week, please hit the like button so I know if you guys want, if the likes button goes up above average, then I know Citation 10 flying is going to be needed. Jeremy Harvey, does PMDG have their own MAX variant? I don't know, Jeremy. I know they were going to do a MAX, but I don't know what the status is of that. Starship content only. Starship's dead to me. No, Will Parchman, I think I know what caused our Starship crash. So there is two very different bindings, and one of them is for the Duke. It's Autopilot pitch reference increase decrease. So on the Duke, you're supposed to use that. I have it bound on my yoke. In the Starship, I was using my Duke yoke profile, which had that binding on there. And I think there might be a correlation with that. So I might have to check. If I can fix my Starship nosedive, then I will. Don't forget manually deleting Citation X WASM folder. Ugh. Why do I have to do that, McCallan? Release window is open till 6 p.m. AFO, I'm super excited for the Lear. I watched their failures video. I think the Learjet's going to be my favorite corporate jet here pretty soon. I really like what FlySimware is doing with their Learjet. So you guys have always asked, you know, how's the 414? What's the Cessna 414 compared to the Duke or whatever? And I always said the 414 is a great airplane. The only problem I have with it is there's no, like, maintaining it, right? It's always brand new every time you load into it. Well, FlySimware on their Lear 35 update that's coming, it's got failures and accumulated wear, accumulated dirt. You basically own the airplane, and the more you fly it, the more accumulation you get on the airplane, which is, to my knowledge, the first corporate jet to have that in the sim. I don't think we have that anywhere else in the sim in terms of add-ons. So that's going to take it to another level. It's not just going to be a fun Lear 35. It's going to be a fun Lear 35 that you have to own and operate, and it will also have failures, which I'm not probably going to be doing intentional failures, right? I'm not a Lear 35 pilot. However, having those failures tells us that we have more systems modeled underneath the skin that are collecting the MTBF, which is the mean time between failure system. And it's great. I encourage you to watch the FlySimware video. They just published 2 videos about the Lear 35. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait for it to drop. Challenger 650 for X-Plane. It's a glorified regional jet. It's the same type, isn't it? That's a CRJ? Yeah, Jeremy, the Starship is really the closest turboprop to turboprop liner that we have in the sim. The Starship operates almost like a turboprop liner. These are some incredible views here as we get over the north of Renton. It's a different type with a short course. I gotcha. Please fly the 560 again. The X? We will. Oscar, not yet. What if, guys, what if PMDG is trolling us and they're going to release it when we land at Renton? I have a lot of hours in this aircraft, but for the life of me, I can never figure out how to turn the weather radar on. Yeah, so first and foremost, turn it on, your master radar down here, off standby weather, and then you need to pick a unit to display it on, and that's going to be over here, your display switching panel. So you have weather on PFD or weather on MFD. So right now I want my weather on MFD because I'm using my PFD old school here. If I go PFD HSI, actually I don't think I can change it, can I now? Because we're in this mode. But I want to keep my PFD in this mode right now because we're rocking old school nav. And this is basic. This is all weather radar right here. I can't even change. Yeah, I can't even change this. It's stuck in Matchu now. I don't know what happened with our FMS. I'm slightly concerned that we're not picking up 16.6 Battleground yet. I'm also concerned we may have to divert, guys. I just thought about it. Because the only charts for Renton are RNAVs. We cannot fly an RNAV into Renton. I just thought about that. What about Boeing Field, special VFR to Renton? We can shoot an approach into Boeing Field, scud run to Renton. I just bought Renton from Drew Swecky, so I kind of want to go there. Yeah, special VFR. That's what we're gonna do. Where is I gotta orient myself here. So, dude, company, what's up, buddy? Pro pilots only. Don't need charts. Hey. Uh-oh, what's that? What was beeping at me? T-Tut company. Every time you come in here, we get problems. Our Starship nosedives. What beeped at me? Maybe we should start conserving some fuel. I wasn't around for the Starship nosediving. I left and came back to you upside down on the ground. See? Exactly. Saboteur confirmed. You joined, you saboteured us, and then you left. I'm not sure what beeped at us there. Now ceiling at Renton at 3,900 feet. Okay, so we might be able... We're on historical weather, though, so that might be a problem. We might have to go live weather. We'll try to go live weather from BFI. Let me... We gotta orient ourselves. So here's Boeing Field. What we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot the ILS to 1.6, okay? Then we're gonna break off towards the coastline to Renton. That's the plan. That is the plan. I like that. So 1.6 ILS. I don't want to go this direction because that's too many turns low level. We want to do ILS 1.6 special VFR over there. So what charts do we have? Approach, or excuse me, ILS, not 1.6, 1.4 right is what we want. This is off the Seattle Vortex 16.8. We just started getting nav 2, so let's go ahead and flip it. 15.9 is what we want. Oh, that's calm. No, 16.6 rather. 16.6. Working way too hard for this delivery flight here. All right, 16.6 active. CDI center. Nav. All right. Cancel IFR and squawk 1200. Be a man. Visual 1.6. We're not diverting. We're not diverting. We'll squawk VFR in a minute, AJ. We're VFR on top at 41,000 feet here. 16.8 Seattle. We need 16.8. As long as we can get 16.8, we're pretty much done. I'm trying to stay on top of the clouds here. All right, 16.8 is in nav2. We're not picking it up yet. We're currently 116 miles from BTG. And I'm going to go BTG to SEA. How many miles is that? I got to look on SkyVector. Battleground to Seattle VOR is 102 miles. All right, so it's 102 miles. We're 113 miles. So we're, what did I say? So we're 200, let's just call it 200 miles out. All right, if we look at our charts, we could be 2,200 feet to ISOG on that feeder route. So we got to do math here. 200 miles minus 2,200 feet. Wait, no, 3-to-1 rule. How do I do 3-to-1 rule again? I forget. Oh, yeah. 41,000 minus 2,200. I'm going to use a calculator on this one. 38.9. Let's just call it 39 times 3. At 117 miles, we need to start down. And actually, what's the terrain like up there? We got that mountain out there. So 117 miles out, let's say 120. And the distance between was 102. So 20 miles from BTG, we're going to start down. I am concerned with our fuel. The engines seem to be revving pretty good here. We're not cooked yet. Hey, Benny, what's up, my man? Good to see you, man. Happy Thursday. Right back at you. 60 months. For what it's worth, PMDG have mentioned turning on Windows Sonic for the sound settings of the 7.3. Windows Sonic. Interesting. Now, what I want to see, I got to figure out how I want to set up these. If I put terrain on this one, we'll have terrain on this screen. I wonder if I can't I split this? To HSI, ARC system, well, aircraft systems, but, oh, what's yellow over there? Oh, start pressure, that's fine. MFD map and weather. Weather's on. I was trying to see if I could put terrain on this display. I don't think I can. Alright. This is going to be pretty spicy. Do we have lights on still? I think we do. These are all off. Wing lights off. Oh, recogs are on. Tail flood come off. Might as well get up and stretch your legs right now because it's about to get real. Is there any bourbon back here? We got some wine. Gonna need a glass of wine. Dinner plates. I forgot, huh? Hey, we got some hand sanitizer and some cleaning spray. There's a good there's a good snacks right here. Grab a croissant. I'll have a croissant and a cocoa wave bar, please. Ooh, a flashlight. Some towels for AJ. Alright, I got what I need. Is there a coffee bar back here? No coffee, it's just alcohol. My kind of people. Some tissues, microwave. Guess I'll have some scotch now. Yeah, now would be the time, AJ. Or McAllen, sorry. Come in here to the lab if need be. This is the loo. Gonna lock myself. I'm gonna lock myself in the lavatory so I can compose myself before we do a complete selected ILS special VOFR approach, single pilot, and a Citation 10 to Renton Field. Denzel would love this job. All right. I'm composed. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Mr. Kirby, everything will be fine. All right. We are 72 miles out. When did we say we were going to start down? Auto LUT in the HUD from the can. 375 billion was more than I was expecting. Glad there's a discount for 2020 owners. Where did Boris put the cockpit headphone toggle? Normally it's around the jacks. Where's the headphone jacks in this airplane? Right? I thought it was... Where do you plug your headset in around here? That's a good question. That's a great question. Where are the headphone jacks? Wait, auxiliary panel light? Is that the standbys? No. Oh, this one is an EFB. Elena Zane, good to see you. Oh yeah, EFB if you want it. So here, config, ANR. Whoa. Do we like ANR on? Or do we like master volume? I like master volume low, but that is good. Just because I'm streaming. I think if I was flying alone or on a network or something, I'd definitely turn on the ANR. 60 miles. 60 miles, chat. Kip on the ground. Is that what's going on, man? Good to see you back. Hope all is well. When playing? I don't know. It's supposed to be out at noon Eastern, I thought. So maybe when we get there, they'll release it. Who knows? Maybe they're waiting for the final and executives to show up before they release it. We're trying to get into Renton Field right now. Hey, Kip, we're going to do, I'm thinking about doing a first ever members only fly-in on 2024 now. If you'd be interested, I think it'd be kind of cool. If you could do you could stream, dual stream it or something like that. Try to get some people in. We all take a group photo. But good to see you back, man. Hope you're enjoying Sim Update 4. He returns from the shadows. I also did see where you can reduce the multiplayer aircraft models, which is nice. So you don't have to run all the high fidelity stuff in multiplayer. Flight Sim guy, these sounds like Bose A20s, man. A20s are pro flights. But Flight Sim guy, I'm curious myself now. Where are the headphone jacks in the Citation 10? Yep, Oystein, that's why I'm kind of doing this stream, man. We're all just kind of hanging out. Because I'm sure as soon as it drops, everyone will be sharing the information. Yeah, we're just kissing the tops here at 41. So sweet. Didn't Mathis say yesterday they were working with Moza? I believe so, Sandman. Yes, Moza and Windwing. Is the native multiplayer an option to get Tour de Americas going? Darth Rust, I think it might be an option now with Sim Update 4. So one of the problems prior to Sim Update 4 is if you had someone flying the Duke, for example, now you had multiple Dukes loaded into your sim, and it could add up pretty darn quick. Even though the Duke is really good performance-wise, if you have 5-7 Dukes flying around, a Starship flying around, and it has the full slate of cockpit modeling everything in there that you wouldn't even see, it starts to hit performance pretty good. but it is a possibility to get Tour de Americas going again. We're going to need a TFTI MD11 stream. I know, Michael J. I was hoping, they said they released it to media partners. I guess I'm not a media partner. I would have loved to fly that today. I am on an MD11 kick, man. I had to fly X-Plane 12 for, 5-6 times just to get in the MD11 again. Tutco, it was loading the full plane. Now you can select generic. Because if you go into multiplayer, you can go in and see everybody's, like, you could see your cockpit in the multiplayer airplane. Headphone jacks are in the ceiling, says Bo. Maybe they're not modeled? I don't know, but there's some incredible views down there. I mean, that looks kind of scary down there, y'all. I'm a little nervous. Of course, our FMS is borked. All right, 34 miles. We said 20 miles we're going to start down. So let's go ahead and start preparing. We'll set our altitude down to I'm going to set 17,000. Let's set 10,000 first. That way we can slow down before we're there. So I got 10,000 set. This is all radar. We'll have this one on terrain. All right. And we just picked up the Seattle VOR. Look at that. Beautiful. So let's flip it over right now because that'll make our math and everything even easier. Seattle is 16.8. I don't like how the speed brake is right in the way of my tuning knob. 16.8. All right, and then we'll center that CDI. And activate nav. All right, we are going to the Seattle VORTAC. All right, after Seattle, we're going to need to join the localizer for BFI 110.9. A 110.9 is going to be in the standby. And then we also put it standby in this one for now. I might put it active here in a little bit. There's 120 miles. Let's go ahead and nose in some vertical speed very gingerly as we come down from 41,000 feet. Auto throttle is on. And we'll just maintain 265. That's fine. F70 is coming early 2026. I know, man. I'm excited for that, too. The PMDG will be 28 USD. Is that official? Is it out yet? Is it out yet? They should be on the sidewall by oxygen mask, but location can differ based on model of plane. I don't think Flight FX modeled them, though. Weird. Yeah, Sad Bucket. I bet they didn't because I have a feeling if they were modeled, Boris would have put the click spot there for the sound pack because this is Boris Audio Works here on the Citation 10. So I bet that's what happened. Now, I can leave you in, let's go map MFD. This will be like terrain mode, I think, if it's in this mode. All right, let's go ahead and keep rolling in that vertical speed. And we'll run our speed up to, let's maintain 270. We'll set 2,000 feet a minute. That might not be enough. Set 2,500 feet a minute. We'll see how she handles. Down we go. PMD website is showing, oh, what's up, Captain Cannon? Good to see you, man. PMDG website showing 60% off for 2020 737 owners. Fantastic. Is it out yet? We're trying to go pick it up right now in Renton. But our wonderful FMS box is completely borked. So we're going to fly to Boeing Field shoot the approach, and then scud run our way over to Renton. Hopefully we don't crash. But that does equal 20. That is, okay, there you go. Equal $28. PMDG is worth every dollar if you want an accurate 7.3. Hey, pilot guy, I am 100% with you, man. The complaining and the ridicule that PMDG gets, I fail to understand it. I've chalked it up to people just want to complain about everything, and it's a cool thing to do. The PMDG 7.3NG is one of the best simulations that we have available. I think it's actually the only. There's no other, like, back in FSX you had I'd say competitors, but yeah, like Herein, and then there was, you know, but if you want an NG, it's PMDG, and it is a study level, intricately detailed 737. Of course it's going to cost money. Like, yeah, I don't understand the hate towards it. I think maybe it's a generational thing, but PMDG has been around for a very long time. They've been very successful, and they've been very predictable in their products too. They never release an airplane that's not ready. You know, as someone who's had PMDG products since the early 2000s, I have never had a PMDG product that was not ready. So I had a chat with Randazzo a couple years ago at the Expo. He was a pretty nice guy. Yeah, Joel, I mean, I chatted with him a little bit at Expo, and then I did that interview with him a couple weeks ago, and it was great, man. I really enjoyed talking to him. I mean, I was trying to keep the interview at like 30, 40 minutes. Man, we blew through an hour and 15 minutes like nothing. Super friendly guy, nice guy, and I think what they're doing, you know, getting it into the face, or getting their face in media now, like I know PMDG has their own YouTube team, and Randazzo's come out, made some videos. I think that is the correct steps, because I think the old school days of just being on the forums, I think a lot of personality gets lost in walls of text on forums, and maybe that's where some of the hard feelings come from. But yeah, I got no gripes with PMDG, man. Oh yeah, the TDS 737 AvSim Live. Yeah, Buckeye Fly. I remember that too. And if you think that the PMDG is not study level, wait till we do our 7.3 stream this afternoon, because we're going to do some study level testing on it. And I have a hunch it's going to pass what we're going to throw at it. So I am excited. I am not excited about my MFD situation. If I leave you in map mode, how do I turn terrain on? MFD, that's traffic and terrain. I just want terrain. Terrain is in green, so I think it's just got to be below the terrain. This is all weather. This is solid precip. We're getting ready to come into some icing conditions, so let's go ahead and throw the engine heaters on right now. Left and right engine heaters on. Wing anti-ice cold, left, right. What does that mean? Wing anti-ice. Windshield. You want it all on? What does that mean? Let's start the APU. Oh, I forgot to turn the master off. All right, we're 73 miles. Once we hit Seattle, we got to track outbound on the 322. So heading 322 is set. Is there wing flex on this airplane? I actually don't know. I love how people say it's a copy paste. The NG has been around for 30 years. Would you? I know. Dordas, I'm the same way, man. Or Dords, I hear you. He's like, well, they're used the same stuff that they had from P3D. I'm like, well, yeah, because the stuff they had in P3D is still viable. It's the same thing. It's the same airplane. They just need to bring it into the next gen sim 2024, which they are. Like, you want them to just go get new information, even though it's the same information? You want them to have digital copies of the aircraft systems manual instead of the paper ones? Don't bring logic to battle with PMDG haters. Nothing will change their mind. Exactly. Exactly. Hold on, I'm trying to coordinate who's picking up our daughter from school today. Okay, we're in the soup. Alright, 59 miles out. We're at a 21. We could probably start to shallow this off a little bit. Let's do a check here. Actually, no, we don't need to shallow it off. We probably need to pick it up. 18.8 times 3. 56 miles. How far out are we? Oh, we're right. We are bang on. Let's keep descending then. We're bang on about 2,800 feet per minute. We are right on our descent profile. 3-to-1 rule. Well, now we're getting some turbulence. Gosh, we need Sim Update 5. We need volumetric clouds around the wings. Is that even in the is that even in the pipeline for Azobo? That's the one thing X-Plane has over Microsoft Flight Sim right now, is the density of clouds around your airplane. That's a Microsoft 2028 feature. Wow. I wonder if it's the airplane. We haven't crashed in months. I wonder if it's that airplane. I don't know, man. It just crashed. Crashed the sim. Everything crashed. Just crashed out, man. I bet you it's the airplane. I wonder if we can load in that same area. No, I don't think it's an AMD problem, Josh. It had nothing to do. I think it's the airplane. I'm so pissed. I really don't. That was just so awesome, man. We were getting ready to start down. Can I go airborne over... Where's Seattle? Vortac. Nope. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to Zobo. Fucking England. Airborne 37,000 feet. Let's back it up a little bit.
Bank angle. Right angle.
Holy loud.
I guess you can be the one to go pick up your daughter. Lol, here's a latte for your trip.
Thank
Ain't
you.
simming grand. Lol.
It's grand. Thank you, Callie Simon, for the bank angle check. Appreciate you. Very, very kind. I'm going to need that latte, Callie Simmer. That is for sure. This ought to be interesting. Hold on. Before I hit ready to fly, I got to make sure the yoke is connected. Yeah, Muscle Man, I think you're right. It's the I'm not changing anything settings-wise because I've not had a single issue in months. And as soon as I load this airplane, I got a crash. That same type of crash happened at the very beginning of the stream. Then our box was borked. So I right now firmly believe it's the airplane. All right, active pause is on. Maybe our box will work this time. How much fuel do we got? 6,400 pounds of fuel. All right, hold on. Weights. Import from SimBrief, and then I want to change. Where's the fuel? We need to go down to total fuel of, we're about 2,500. Apply. Okay. Sync EFB. All right. Fueling is good. Okay. Chat. Let's go altitude hold, nav, active pause off. We're 47 miles out. We're in roll. Let's go heading. LNAV is armed. We're so back, chat. We're so back. The only problem is I don't remember what time it was in the sim. And we had some really good weather going on there. Anybody remember what time it was, sim time? It had to be around 8:20-ish. Let's do that. All right. Hey, we're so back. Oh, auto throttle's not engaged. Auto throttle's not engaged. Vertical speed, down we go. 2,500 feet. ATS on, manage speeds. Right there. We're LNAV to CTAC. We're not officially cooked. We're not officially cooked. We made it back. Alright, but it is definitely icing out there, so let's get windshield. Engine, stab, all those slats are on. APU needs to come on. Are we at 31,000 feet? Not quite. We're a little bit behind our descent profile. LNAV is engaged. Let's just put KBFI in here. We're gonna get this dang airplane. I am determined. We are gonna get this airplane, y'all. All right, 16.8. Localizer freak is 110.9. We're not, now that our box works though, we're still not gonna use FMS because I want to do this challenge here. Let's get the weather radar on. We're gonna go weather PFD, weather MFD. MFD weather is on. We're so back. Yeah, we could do an RNAV, but I'm determined to try to do that special VFR now. We're going to pretend we're not RNAV capable. Matter of fact, heading sync, nav 1. Why do I do this to myself? Nav engaged, green needles. We'll set 10 thou. Increase our rate of descent here. How do I switch you out of Mach? How do I get it out of Mach? That's all right. All right. Look at this. Hey. Change over. Push button. Ah. Thank you. Oh, we're 15 miles from the VOR though. We need to do we need to go flight level change. Speed brake. We're going to do a left 360. Heading selected. Let's do a left 360. Power's coming to idle. Do we need to have crossover talk? No. Oh, you know what? We're actually breaking out here pretty good. Holy descent rate, Batman. That looks pretty incredible down there still. Yeah, Seattle Center, Citation 7 Sierra Delta. We need a 360 for flight planning. Wow, look at those clouds though. All right, come on, don't fail me now. This plane is cooked though. We're gonna everything I said about flying it more, I think we're gonna hangar it for a while. I refuse to believe that all of a sudden I have 3 crashes in one day when we've been flying long streams, 2 streams a day for an entire week and not a single crash. Magic Barrel Ref is updated. Was it really 29092? 29074 is set. APU is starting. Well, they weren't Windows updates. They were Flight Sim updates. Like I had updates in my update folder, you know, in the, what's it called, in your marketplace. All right, all the way back around, we'll rejoin. Let's go ahead and set altitude of, we'll leave it at 10 because we got to slow down actually. We are going to get this airplane today. 1,000 will level off. All right, let's rejoin direct to Seattle. 12 miles out, we're slowing at 250k knots. Nav engaged. All right, we need to track the 322 outbound. Maybe old news, but you hear about Greg Biffle's K6? Yeah, right before we took off, man. People were sharing the news. Very sad. That's very, very sad. Yeah, Micah Messer, that's what I've been saying. I wish that the clouds would interact with the aircraft. I agree with you. All right, we're 7 miles out. Let's set 2,500 feet. 2,500 is set. We'll start the descent after we pass over and go 322, 250 knots. We're at 10 thou. We probably don't need any more engine anti-ice, do we? That's 6C. I tell you what, let's kill the... we'll just run the engines right now since we're in and out of that. Our minimums circling is 1,002 3/4, 938, 960. So 960 would be our true circling mins. All right, 960 in the barrel is set. Yeah, I got the Bruno to follow AP instructions. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Ooh, look at that wing shot. Wow. I mean, I got to hand it. I mean, listen, we just crashed mid-descent, which sucks. But would it take 3 minutes and we're right back where we were without autosave on the airplane? I mean, it sucks to kill the immersion on that. No one likes heavy crashes, but if this was 2020, I would have alt F4'd. Pilots from the airline go to Boeing Delivery Center at BFI in Seattle. Well, we're going to circle. Oh my gosh, we already passed. We already passed the VOR. It's only 16 miles. We need to slow down too. 322. Man, I was looking outside for 1 minute. Looking outside for 1 minute. We're going to do a raw data approach here. All right, we need to join the 322 outbound for 16.1 miles. Get some speed brake out here. Help us come down. I question the speed brake effectiveness. It's really effective. Nav is on. All right, right, we're going outbound. Once we hit outbound to the Loke, which is 110.9, we'll put you active on 2. We need our bearing pointer up. We're going to join 315 outbound from 110.9, which we're not picking up yet, which is going to be interesting because I don't think the Adobo localizer is going to go out that far. But we know when we hit 16 miles, we need to track outbound on at least heading 315, but we've got a 30 knot crosswind, so that's going to have problems too. DBW, what's up, man? You think they go to 20-ish miles? All right. All right, it's 5C. We're entering the rain now. $2,200 set, 14 miles. Let's see if I can't start slowing down to like 180 since I'm single pilot here. Alright, flaps 5, the slats out. $16 miles heading. We still do not have... We do have the Loke on nav 2, look at that. We've got it. We've got IBFI, final approach course 135. So at 16.1, we've got to do a reverse turn here. Our speed brake is stowed. Magic barrel ref update. Yeah, it's pretty. We're in and out of the layers here. Oh, can I do back course on this? Shoot. Just keep you in heading mode. Ooh, big wind shift there. You hear that? See that? Alright, we're going to just do a parallel entry. We'll take it 1 minute. No, we can do opposite. I don't have time to do math. We're at 16 miles right now. So start the clock, start the chrono. Where's the chrono? Somebody start the chrono. It's 1:33. We're going outbound. I don't know what the damn chrono is. That's all right. Let's go ahead and get everybody buckled up. You know what I'm saying? All right, 1:34. And let's go ahead and make our left turn all the way back around. MFDET. Oh, that's right. Well, too late now. We're coming all the way back around. Alright, maintain 2200 until inside of 16.1, platform altitude 1600 feet. Scott, sit down. Mr. Kirby, take your seats immediately. Now we've got a nice crosswind here. It's going to help us, so let's be careful. That CDI is probably going to come in pretty quick. I never rebooted the flight tracker, so I won't be able to see the ground map, unfortunately. As soon as I see CDI movement. We're coming hard right. There we go. Hard right, hard right, hard right, hard right. Low capture. Inside of 1600, or inside of 16 miles, we're good to 1600 feet. I believe is it 1600? Yep. There's the altitude alert. I'm just setting it early because let's go flaps 15. Oh, we need flight recorder on for this. We need to record this circle to land here. Recording is on and recording. Now the question is, 16 miles, let's go vertical speed. Down we go, let's just trickle it down. We could technically maintain 2200 here. But 6.6 will be glide slope intercept. Magic barrel ref update. Better viz out the wing, fly from wing view. I know, well, not anymore. We just flew back into it. Oh, look, see, Microsoft, I love you for this. Right side, VMC. Left side, hard IMC. We're right in the range shaft here. This is great. What's the terrain, highest terrain out here? MSAs, we're going to be way below all that stuff. We're going to fly this down to minimums, and then we're going to break off, and we need to make an immediate left turn and pick up the water. 12.9 miles. Remember, 6 miles to go until our intercept. Outside temp is 7C. We'll keep the engine and ice on. And now would be a good time. Make sure we're not missing anything. Landing data did not confirm that. Shoot. Perf, landing. Oh no, chat, we're cooked. We're cooked, chat. We don't have landing data because we don't have it in our box. Wet. Flaps 35 anti-ice on, or 10 miles. Let's just call it 145. Can I put it in there? Nope, not active. It needs a runway. Nav, arrival. Oh my gosh, really? You don't have it? Runway. What? I thought it was in there. This is highly recommended to be heads down in the box. It should take it from there, which is crazy. 9.3 miles. Yeah, something is not right, because it should have just take it. Like, it doesn't even have the arrival in there. Google says 120. Oh, hey, look. Well, hey, look outside. Amazing what happens. Take your head out of the box. Look, I see the runway approach lights up there. Now, all right, Loke, glide slope is armed. Should almost just break off right now. We've got our terrain over here. Where's my moving map page? Here comes the glide slope. Oh my goodness. All right, glide slope, it's coming in. Glide slope captured. If we have to punch out, we're going to set 5,000. Actually, what is the MSA? 6,400. Highest will be 6,400. All right. The question is, This is going to be an illegal. Oh, you know what? We could break out right now. Break out. I need to figure out how to turn the flight directors off. Standby flight director. There we go. I see the river over here, so we're going to get on this river. We're breaking off. We're going to go special VFR. I'm actually going to go manual throttles. Just going to stay over the water. I do not think we're going to find Renton. Alright, there's this. Actually, if I could move this view to be right here, it would be helpful. There we go. So now I can toggle. There we go. Yes, police. I just saw Jet Buzz Beacon Hill. I don't think he knows where he's going. I can't read chat. Uh-oh. Wait, is that... What's this? What's this? Get back down. Get back down. Get a little high. I think we need to go further left. Where is Renton? Shouldn't it be on the map? Left, left, left. There we go. Here's the water. Here's the coastline we want. I don't feel safe. No, it's not cheating, Elena Zane, because you would definitely have your little EFB. There it is. There's Renton right there. Whoa, what is up with that? Okay, there's the field. What we need to do is make a left 360 to be in a normal position to land here. So I don't know what's going on with that building. We're going to take it out. Let's just maintain we're 1,000 feet. I'm going to just bug roughly like 145, 130. I'll do 135. All right. We're already flaps 15. We're going to stay. We're visual references now. All right, let's go flaps 15. I think that's going to give us the gear horn, which we're going to throw the gear now. Keep it tight. .800 feet over the water. Keep coming down. Flaps 35. All right, let's tighten up that bank angle. Bank angle check. Where's track IR when you need it? Watch that. See that speed coming up to bite us? All right. We're gonna roll out. I see something. We're real low. We're real low. My gear really dragged us down. There it is. There's a runway. I got it in sight. A little low, correcting. Please don't be high on this. We cannot float this. Get her down. Yes, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your new 737NGs. Which one are we going to pick up? Do we go right or left? We can go to the right. Those are Navy. Oh, is that a PM? That's a PMDG over there. Let's go to the PMDG. There's literally a PMDG 73 over there. We're going to go to that one. Mr. Randazzo, feel free to release. The pilots are here. Oh, I still got my reversers out. That was sick. That was so sick. I mean, that was highly illegal, but that's why we flight sim, right? That was fun, right? Who didn't have fun doing that? Highly illegal. I don't know, though. I say I don't know. Special VFR, I have done a handful of special VFRs. I told you about this in our freight days. It was common procedure to shoot an ILS to Arcata, then go special VFR into Eureka Airport because there was no approach. And that visibility is about right. Now, would I go special VFR in a Citation 10 single pilot? Hell no. Can't even fly it single pilot, but you get what I mean. All right, anti-ice is coming off. Go to ground mode here. APU is already up. Let's go ahead and get landing lights. I'm going to leave the recording go so we can end the stream rolling up next to the PMDG 7.3. Look at all these 7.3s over here. Gosh, I love it. Let's go ahead and throw generator on. Look at that. There's a, is that a P3? Oh, this is awesome. This is worth it. Landing had as much float as a Chinese tourist. Get out of here, Green Greens. How you doing, man? There's a Max, PMDG Max. When? A P8. Thank you, P8. Thanks for the super chat, 3 Greens. Hope all is well, buddy. Another Max right here. Ooh, there's a whole lot of airplanes out there. All right, Mr. Kirby, I got your aircraft up here. I think this is a 700, though. Is this a 700? Look, there's the PMDG Tech Team bus right there. Oh, we got to park at the PMDG headquarters. PMDG headquarters, guys. I didn't even know this was here. This is my first flight into the Drozdeki Renton. We're parking at PMDG headquarters. They thought they were cool with their Falcon 50. We're rolling up in a Citation X, which I'd rather be in a Falcon 50, if I'm being honest. At least we're not in a Vision Jet. Oh, that is a Max over there. That's all right. I think that's RSR and Mathis Cock right there, right? Erp. Let's go ahead and set the brake. And come back over here. Off, off. And kill it. PMDG, we are here. PMDG parking only. All right, I'm going to save the recording because I don't want to lose that. Save PMDG circle Citation 10. That's a replay we're saving. All right, well, that is saved. Let's throw off the beacon. We got to go walk around. That's off. Passenger safety off. And it's off, off. Let's get avionics off. Standby power off. Emergency lights off. Off, off. And kill it. Battery and... oh, we had the APU on. We're here. PMDG. Is it out yet? Man, they really need to release it right now. You ordered an NG, not a Max? Must be in the hangar. Let's go walk around. Let's find it. Hold on. We got to get our stuff out. Anybody have an umbrella? I got to sign some paperwork. Receive the key. Exactly. I mean, this is kind of a cool little airport. Let's get our bags out. Let's throw the chocks on. All right, Mr. Randazzo. Oh, there's some thunder. Well, this is not Mr. Randazzo. I know that. Have you guys seen Mr. Randazzo? No? What about inside over here? Oh, look, there's a tech team building. Oh, we need the $30 check. Hey, Fly by Tim, will you go get it? Shh, listen, listen. Hold on. Let's go here. It's PMDG Tech Team. I don't know why I'm super short. I fell through the floor. Barry fell through the floor. Whoa, this has got to be RSR's office here. Look at this. AJ, thanks for the $3 super chat. Sure, sir. We need you to sign here. An ID, please. Look at this office. Man, I wish I was at floor level. Oh my gosh, look at this. I've never seen this before. See, Citation 10 is cool, but are you Falcon 50 cool? That's freaking sweet right there. And DC 6. There's the PMDG team. I think that's RSR right there. Or maybe, no, he's got it right there. Can't tell. I mean, that is so cool. Well, let's go see if we can find our jet. Are they talking about anything? Drewswecky. I mean, I was hesitant to buy a 2020 scenery for $20, but it's worth it. Definitely worth it. That's Tabitha May, DC3. Nice. What did I say? Did I say DC6? DC3, yeah. Well, here's the Max. They sound like Charlie Prout's character. Oh, look, it looks like it's still in development. They're still working on the acoustic lining. There's no acoustic lining. Where's the factory of Glufu? Look, they're hooking it up to the tow bar. We got to find the factory. Oh, down over there? Well, let me take a look around. Launch the drone. Oh, over there? That's a long walk. It's a long run. Let's do it. What the hell? On the other side of the canal? Oh, in drone cam. All right, let's go in drone cam. Let's do that. Let's go drone cam. Yeah, I remember seeing it now. Across the canal. Sounds like they got a new sound set. Fly Dubai. What's this over here? A little field. I think this is the big building over here, right? Perry Seal needs his exercise. Yeah, the building that clipped. All right, let's go check it out. Oh, look, here's the train with the fuselage on it. This, yeah, that's right. They assemble it and bring it out. I can't believe there's 1,000 of y'all watching. That's awesome. Welcome to the stream. What's in here? Nothing? Here's the train. There's another fuselage. About ready to go. All right. Here's the facility right here. Oh, this has got to be Mr. Randazzo. Excuse me? Drone cam, I'm going to need to slow you down. Now he's a Boeing tech. He's headed to his car. That might be the whistleblower. Let me slow down this drone cam here a minute. So here's another one. Where's the dish soap dispensary? Look at this. This is cool. Comes in with horizontal stabs. That's cool. Ah, into the here we go factory tour. What? All right, now this is actually pretty cool. Here's a tail cone. I'm gonna turn it down. Let the record show that the whistleblower was alive and well when we saw him. Oh my gosh, the detail. Hey, pass me the soap. Jimmy, you got that Dawn dish soap? Now I regret I didn't buy the seating before starting my flight. I'm just sending in here. T-Tut. I know, man. I am 100% worth it. 100% worth it. Are we sure this is flight sim? Not anymore. Look at these max engines on the ground here. Look, one of these, there's a FADEC, igniter box probably. I mean, this is like X-Plane 12 payware graphics on that. That's pretty good for a scenery. Go through another fuselage here. What about the cockpit? Do they get the cockpits together? Wow, look at that. They actually have... Look at the... That is awesome. They actually have the max cockpit, the max glare shield in here. This is the appropriate one. Even got some of the displays. It looks like they got some bit testing going on over here. So it's slowly coming together, right? So it enters as a fuselage. They throw the wings on. Now we got the horizontal stab, the vertical stab. This area requires all personnel to perform housekeeping, tool control, containment, clean as you go. Well, they shouldn't have a problem cleaning it with all the dish soap they've been using. So that one has the wings and tail, still no engines. Oh, here's the engine pylon. Oh, it's a thunderous day. Oh, that's funny. Look at the bottom of the engine pylon. Look at that. That's funny. Hey, have you guys seen Mr. Randazzo around here? No? All right. It's definitely better than FSX, John. I agree with you. Now look, this one is almost completed. We've got the tail on, the engine's on. Go inside here. Any seats? Oh, I can't. Yeah, they get the fuselage pretty much in on that one. Oh, look, this is the seat install. Any more Citation X flights today, Billy B? Probably not, my man. Probably not. But maybe later this week. I got to do a reinstall of the airplane. Make sure everything's working appropriately. Have I seen some bolts? Yeah, there they go. Import the seats. And then this one, it's almost done. They're on the lift. They're doing some inspections. They got the cowlings on there. More seats. A-Win, what's up? Just got back. Did I switch to X-Plane? Yeah, we're in X-Plane. X-Plane 13. Oh, look, we got the flight test up here. We got Bitchy Betty in the front doing her sound recordings. What a factory. What a scenery. Randazzo doesn't do any blue-collar work. He's in the building next door. This is like going through your factory, Key 6. What's that? What they need is the Boeing 797 in there. Wow. Pretty incredible. What's that? Another Max? No 7.3 today? What do you mean? Has it been delayed? Oh, look at all these engines. Man, there's a whole another side over here. Oh, look at this. Fuselage up on the lift. What's up, Mia? Good to see you, man. Oh, wow. Look at this is where all the head honchos are up here. This is where Mr. Kirby's going. He needs to see what's going on so they can look down on all the employees. What's on this side of the factory? I thought I saw some stuff out here. No, it should be releasing. It's just not out yet. We're in the release window. Anybody want some wings? Wow. Man, I should have got that Go Fish from Parallel 42. So we could have just come up here and done some fishing. Couple of Maxes fully assembled. So my question is, if they assemble them that direction, do they fit out through there? I guess they taxi them out that way. They must. Although that looks pretty tight fit over there. Look, we got the Hyatt modeled. All right, well, shout out to Druzeki Design. Druzeki Design, rather. They do it under tow, yeah, I would imagine. It still looks pretty tight. Oh, here they go. Here, you can bring them out right here. Probably have to cut that tree down. And then where do they go? So they just taxi them, or they tow them, actually. All right, we're just going to finish this trail, and then we'll do the replay. There's plenty of Maxes. I haven't seen any PMDG NGs. That's a problem. I have not seen any NGs. So they tow them. Oh, they tow them across the bridge? Yeah, they fly them out, Thomas. I was wondering where they go, though. So they tow them out. Look, here's a little canoe. Go fishing. So they tow them out across the bridge. I wonder if you can put your airplane over there. And then here you go. They bring them right to the field. That is cool. All right. Let's zoom by, make sure we're not missing anything. Southwest is painted, ready to go. Ryanair, Buzz. All right, well, I tried, guys. I thought for sure they'd be released by now. What's in this building? Anything? Nope. Oh, I screwed it up. All right. PMDG parking only. Hold on, I gotta take a picture of that. We gotta take a picture for the thumbnail of this stream. And let's take one in front of the sign. Selfie. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, that is too cool. All right, who wants to watch the replay? Let's do replay mode. I'm gonna just close up the doors. Let's go config. I don't know how this is gonna work. Oh, state. Let's do this. Ready for takeoff state, and then we'll throw replay in. This is the Druzeki design. Renton, not Boeing Field. Renton. They took your money, but no aircraft. Yeah, I'm pissed. I'm gonna have to go full reverse out of here. What's going on with that, PMDG? Are you picking up DoorDash? Oh, Joe Plains, you're right. There's no more NGs in production. We're gonna get her loaded up here. In progress. Once it's ready, we'll throw the replay on. And then I'll do a clean install. We're going to fly this airplane maybe tomorrow. I'm just really wondering what caused those crashes, man. I don't like that. Can't be having those. They're weird because there's no air codes. It's not an like I've had AMD driver timeouts and stuff. It was none of that. So I have nothing. No code, nothing. All right. I'm so glad we continued on, though. That was fun. Now let's watch. This is going to be one hell of a replay. Let's get the lights on before we start. This is going to be one hell of a replay. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, nothing in event viewer. That's what I'm saying. It's ghost. Ghost crash. Worst kind. So this was the whole approach. Let's take it from here when we started. All right, so that's when we spotted the field. Man, that was a textbook circle to land there. It's weird. It's only through the window that building... You see that? It's only through the window. All right. That was so awesome. Coming around. This is what Mr. Kirby was looking at. I wonder if we need to fly United delivery out of here. Do we take, for the stream later, do we do United back to SFO? $120 AGL. No, we did pretty good here in the turn. Gear came down. I didn't juice it up enough when the gear came down. But had I have been looking out the window, we could have seen that we were getting low. That's why you need track IR for circling approaches. But for no track IR, I mean, that's pretty good. We got pretty low. We got pretty dang low right here, man. Mr. Kirby's like, excuse me? We're getting a little low back here. Is that normal? Climb up a little bit. I love the rain on the windscreen. Man, for as detailed as that scenery is, no perf issues. No stutters on final or anything. Yeah, AFO, that 120 AGO, we got a little bit low. I guess they don't have to worry about, big airplanes coming in here, so the runway's not all that long. They just need to get them out. Lightweight. Look at this. Kissed it. Knock knock, PMDG, we're here. Man, I love the Citation 10 reversers. Those look so good. Yeah, I mean, I imagine there's not a whole lot of fuel on these airplanes when they take off and go to Boeing Field. Let's do the Faviano replay mode, so right here. Let's go drone cam, reset. Oh, I screwed it up. There we go. Citation 10 worth it? I mean, it's a heck of a lot of fun. I'm concerned at why I've crashed 3 times today in it, though. But I have a feeling if I do a reinstall of it, it'll fix it. Because we had some FMS problems, which shouldn't be happening. Oh, yes, sir. Hold on, I want to see what, let's pause it. I want to set the replay cam from PMDG's office so I could see what PMDG saw when we landed, when we rolled by. So they're over here sipping on some coffee. Oh, from the window? Oh my gosh, why is the drone speed default to... Hold on, this could be kind of funny, actually. Here we are, Mr. Randazzo. We're here. Quick, the Citation 10 is here. Sweet. All right. Last one there on the touchdown, and then I'll give you guys one full replay to watch. And we'll get sail going, and hopefully by the time we stream later, hopefully when we stream later, the PMDG will be out. Take a listen to the sound. Nice. Hey, overall not bad for the first time in months flying this bird. All right. Well, hey, if you want PMDG to release the airplane faster, you need to smash the like button down. If we get 737 likes, I've been told it will release it immediately. All right, enjoy the circle to land into Renton. I'm sorry we had some hiccups today with the stream, but thank you all for being here and hanging out with me, and we powered through. We powered through. 3 greens, thanks for the other super chat, man. It's like when I promise my partner I do housework and panic when she pulls in the driveway. 3 greens, my man. Take it easy. Thank you for the super chat. I will see you guys later this afternoon, evening. And Mr. V-Pilot, I think we're doing Citation 10 into V-Pilot Designs Cartagena coming up next after the 7-3 stream, so stick around for that. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the support. Thanks for hanging out with me a last-minute stream. Hit the like button for me on the way out. Until the next one, stay safe, stay healthy. I'm V1. I wish you all a very fun 737NG release day. See you! Okay, that is sick. Right, LT Murder? That thunder crack? Perfect timing. That's gonna be Schwartz clip. Chris PT6, my man, thank you for the 20 gifted subs. We're just wrapping up the stream now, man. Thank you so much for the 20 gifted subs. I could have used your help earlier when I needed some Pro Line 21 stuff, man. Good to see you, dude. Hope all is well. Thank you for the massive super chat or sub bomb. And hopefully we'll catch you on the next one as well, because we're wrapping her up right now at the PMDG Tech Team headquarters. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you.